final episode of The Zone with me, McKenna Lillian. Today we'll be reviewing all the best episodes and we'll be reviewing also the best background reports and the best interviews, the best hyperlocal reports, so stay tuned. My name is McKenna Lillian and welcome to The Zone, where we speak matters business. In today's episode, we speak about the notion that exists that students in private universities cannot start, run, and manage their own businesses. But before we go any further, our reporter Mutheu Mwema has this for us.
Student entrepreneurship is quickly gaining momentum in private schools, and today, the Zone took a walk along Daystar University environs, a renowned private institution, to find out what students had to say about this.
My name is Karen Kathy. I had a business for selling deras. We started with my friend, but it did not last. It lasted only one semester, 2 shifts by the way.
For some students, starting a business while still in school is not at the top of their agenda. They feel that balancing between running a business and school would be an uphill task. We spoke to a few students around Daystar University to find out why they do not have businesses.
I've not yet started doing a business since I find that it's going to take part of my time when I'm studying, plus I want to be able to balance well my studies, and they need a lot of concentration. So I think it would be best if I started the business after school, plus by then I'll be able to work smart so that I get some capital.
School of Business in Daystar University has several programs that seek to train students on the issue of entrepreneurship. This is mainly meant to equip them with relevant skills in the market.
Some students have, however, started their own businesses, but they face a lot of challenges as student entrepreneurs, even being sidelined by their own peers.
Since we started the business, as partners, we've gone through a lot. There's been a lot of critiques. There are those people who say you're secluding yourselves from others because you think you're a business. There are those people who think now you're not fun because you're serious with what you're doing. But now they want you to join them to do other stuff. So it's challenging.
School of Business in Daystar University has several programs that seek to train students on the issue of entrepreneurship. This is mainly meant to equip them with relevant skills in the market.
What we are doing as a university, we are beginning, the School of Business and Economics is now beginning an incubation center. And we are inviting any student who has a business concept to come forward, and we shall take him through the process. We'll be coming up with a business concept, coming up with a business proposal, and how to generate funds for that business. And again, we also have some courses that we teach on entrepreneurship, like we have this BUS 417, that's about leadership and entrepreneurship. We have another one, BUS 328, that is about small businesses. So there are several courses that we offer in School of Business and Economics that will help students who have initiatives to do well in businesses.
Reporting for The Zone, my name is Esther Mwema.
In our segment today, we sit here with a student from Daystar University. He's in 3rd year pursuing advertising. He's also the co-founder of DT Customs and the founder of Tessography. He's a businessman and a student entrepreneur. Karibu Bwana John Mutiso. How are you? I'm fine. So I want to talk to you about your business. What motivated you to start your business?
Okay, first of all, I have to say that I come from a family full of entrepreneurs, and from when I grew up, I've grown up in this family whereby I'm being told your family has money, so you don't need to work hard. But as for me, that's different. I believe there is the joy of finding your own, owning it. And at least when you look back, when you're old, you're like, I did this, you know?
So capital has been a major problem for a lot of entrepreneurs. How did you manage to get your capital? Did you save, or were you funded by someone, by your parents, from outside? How did you manage to come up with the capital?
Okay, first I will say about capital we saved. And we didn't get like hundreds of thousands from our parents, or we just received little, or let me not call it little, but I appreciate our friends who came in and helped us. not only when it comes to money issue. They would help us by recommending us to their family members and their friends. Because I say, when you're making a product, you don't make a product entirely not for profit purposes, but you make a product as it makes profit, let it help solve a problem.
So what problem would you say your product is solving?
Our problem is, it's not, I cannot really call it a problem, but what I can say is that many people don't like phone cases. It's because they are heavy. Some of them they say the phone cases are heavy, or some of them are say the phone cases are like they're not colorful, they're not attractive. So, or some of them say, I wish I had a phone case with this picture or logo of my football team. So we come up with cases which are really light. They are not as bulky.
So I've heard you mention about the cases are light. If the case is light, doesn't it fit the purpose of a phone cover? How does your phone cover protect my phone from cracking and all this if the cover itself is light?
Okay, when I say it's light, also I don't mean that it limits its purpose. Still, when the phone case is light, for example, when I take this and remove it, and I drop it, or it drops somewhere, it will have some scratches.
You run a business and your first audience is based on. Are the students receptive of your business? Are students from here like, oh, make for me a phone cover, oh, I need a laptop screen? Is the business from here in the university as good as it is out there? Like, do you get a lot of customers in here?
Not really. Because as for me, when I'm choosing my target audience, I have to be careful. I have to advertise in such a way that I say if I want to get this certain kind of age, I have to advertise some covers in a different way. What I can say is that here in Daystar, I don't get so many customers because as for me, I have, but as compared to outside, there are so many.
Why do you think is the reason?
Well, maybe it's because I have never really focused here.
Are you then not secluding the people who are in this university?
I'm not secluding anyone.
How so? And yet you're not, this is your first audience. This should be the first people you run to when you want to start a business. Like a lot of students who start their businesses start with their first audience. This is your first audience. You run out there. Are you not secluding the students from Daystar?
No, I'm not. When it comes to setting an advert in Facebook and Instagram or anywhere else, you don't set an ad and say seclude these people and these people. No, you set an advert to reach to people from this age to this age with certain interest, and it doesn't seclude anyone. Everyone, you are in, as long as you are in social
So what
media.
would you say is your target audience?
My target audience is mainly the youth. And,
But the youth, aren't they the students?
no, they are youth who are entrepreneurs. They are youth who are not so blessed in such a way that they didn't go to school. You know, people come from different backgrounds.
So your target audience, what you're saying to me, your target audience is not the educated youth.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying this. When I'm saying the youth, the word youth, what does the word youth mean in the first place? It means like a person from, correct me if I'm wrong, from the age of 18 to 35. When I say youth, it doesn't mean a youth is someone who is educated. No. As long as you're in that age bracket, you're youth. It doesn't matter. Yes.
But you've said to me that the youth who are less fortunate, the youth who are not educated. So on that note of social standards, a lot of people, there's this notion that exists that students who are in private universities cannot run, manage and just be able to have a whole business on their own and still balance it with education. A lot of people say that students who are in private universities are spoon-fed and handed everything on a silver platter. What's your take on this?
So when someone is saying that all students from private universities, there's been spoon-fed, everything is done for them, I think that's a really wrong notion. What we need is support. you know.
So you've said it's not about the money. How about the students who are in these private universities that even hundreds of thousands are told, go start your business?
It's
a
okay.
lot of them fail. Is that not being spoon-fed?
It's okay.
That is being spoon-fed.
It's being spoon-fed, it's okay. Only know. And then what I can say about entrepreneurship, capital, it's not really the heart, you know, the heart of the business. The heart of the business eats you what you believe in and what you work hard for.
So just as I said, the business, the heart of the business is in you. Thank you so much. Welcome to yet another episode of The Zone with me, McKenna Lillian. Today we talk about technology and its adverse effects on its users. But before we delve further into this matter, our reporter, Andrin Kilemi.
We are living in an era where technology rules our day-to-day lives. Technology has become such an intricate part of our lives that we're completely hooked to it.
Technology has, in my opinion, I feel like it has made us more lonelier as opposed to being united, because these days you find people sitting together probably in a place or in a restaurant. They won't even talk to each other. They'll just be on their phone chatting, going on their social media platforms instead of taking time to catch up with one another.
People have become fully dependent on technology that we always have to go online to find out about the latest news or even about the latest music. Virtual friends have also now become a reality, and people spend hours on end chatting with strangers.
I'm a slave of my phone. I just can't do without my phone. Before I go to bed, I have to go online. I have to talk to my friends. I can't sleep without my phone. Yeah, I'm just addicted to my phone.
I have a lot of online friends. I get a lot of gratification for my online sources because I have so many followers, especially when men DM me. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm addicted.
The adverse effect of addiction to technology is slowly affecting the human interaction, making them lose their personal touch.
I was reading something on the internet about the blue whale. I don't know whether you interacted with it, where guys are, especially teenagers, are put in through an interview of sorts. And by the end of that interview, somebody must have committed suicide. You know, it's like we should commit suicide. And so from that, I would want to say that technology is like a two-edged sword. And so it depends on how you use it. You use it well, it will be very beneficial. But there's a way you can also misuse it and end up destroying your life.
Let's remember that technology is here to aid us and not to destroy us. Reporting for The Zone, my name is Andrin Kilemi.
Thank you for joining us on yet another episode of The Zone with me, McKenna Lillian. Today we talk about matters technology. Joining me is a tech geek, a computer science student at Daystar University in his 4th year, and is also a game developer, Bwana Louis Mwathe. Karibu sana Bwana Louis.
Thank you.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you describe your social life?
I'd say my social life is on 4.5.
4.5 is below average, 5 is average. But 4.5 is like below average. So you wouldn't call yourself a social person?
I'm social around people I know.
Around people you know?
When I'm around new people.
So what happens when you're in a group of new people?
Probably don't talk much.
You don't talk much, you're on your phone.
Not on my phone.
What are you doing?
I'm just studying people.
So I want to talk to you about Aliens vs Chapatis. How many levels does this game have?
It has an infinite number of levels.
Approximately how long would it take someone to finish that game?
I'd say probably forever, but I think it's impossible because maybe if you reach 50 aliens, like level 50, there are 50 aliens attacking you, which seems kind of impossible.
It demands a lot of concentration. Yes.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
I've played your game. It demands a lot of concentration. And when people are concentrating so much on their phones, you find that people, when they're hanging out, people are in a circle, people are new, and everyone is on their phone. Instead of making new friends, everyone is on their phone. Do you think that's a positive or a negative development that you're contributing?
Where the world is going, I'd say that's a positive thing.
It's positive that the human interaction should dwindle.
I think so, because we're at a point where technology runs everything. So the more
Exactly my point, just where I'm coming to. This is that even if someone wants to find out how much it is to town, we get Uber on our phones. We want to find out how much a restaurant you pay for a meal, we go on our phones. Do you think technology is actually colonizing us and it's actually taking over in a bad way?
I'd say it's making life easier.
You'd say easier with no human interaction. How? If people are not talking to each other, we're just on our phones. How are we making life better like this?
Okay, maybe that's the downside of technology. I'd say that's the downside of technology. The social interaction is diminished. But on the plus side, things have become easier.
You said you're not a very social person yourself.
Yeah.
And you told me earlier in the interview that when you go somewhere new, you observe people. These people that you're observing, they're always on their phones.
Yeah.
So how are you going to make a new friend out of everyone who is on their phone?
That's kind of hard, I agree with you, but my what should I call it? The way I see friendship is, I'd say compatibility. From somewhere, and I find someone we're silent and observing people, I'd say that's a friend to me.
That's your friend too. You told me you're a game developer, yes? And according to me, your game is played on the phone, yes?
Yeah.
People are on their phones. Are you not encouraging this lack of human interaction?
Depends how you look at, like, this is an era of technology. So at some point, I think it's okay. It's okay that people are on their phones. Right now, technology runs everything.
So just as you've heard, folks, technology runs everything. I was your host, McKenna Lillian. Those are the highlights of business and technology. Stay tuned for the best in entertainment and politics. My name is McKenna Lillian and welcome to the Zone, where today we talk about ruling himself. But before we delve further into this matter, our reporter Ann Kibe has this for us.
For nearly half a century now, the black man has been leading himself here in Kenya. The question that stands is, has he been successful in eradicating the myth that he's not worth being a leader?
Black leadership, specifically here in Kenya, has been characterized by several ills, such as corruption, nepotism, just to name but a few. The black man has been considered unfit and not able to lead thanks to these ills.
Hi, my name is Paul Odalo, and I'm here to talk about black leadership. According to my school of thoughts, black leadership in Kenya is basically a faith, because since the government of Moi, we see that a president is elected not based on the qualities, but based on the name he has, and family name has a critical part to play in this. Secondly, corruption, as we can see recently, Anne Waiguru scandal. She's stolen many youth funds in the NYS, and yeah, she's been elected as governor for, is it Kirinyaga? Yeah, so basically black people will never learn from themselves, and a black man will never be a good leader, according to me.
I feel like it's a gray area, because if you look at it, the US was ruled by a half black person, so you can say that we're ready, but again when you come back to Africa you get to see that the main reason why sometimes we have poor leadership is out of mismanagement of funds, and people who are getting to power, they don't know how to use power to effectively rather, to make sure that the economies of the countries are actually stable enough to sustain the citizens. So, but personally I think we're ready, but up to a certain point. There's still room for improvement, but we're ready for us to rule ourselves.
Kenyans have seemingly lost faith in the current black leadership and are calling out on their leaders to explore their full potential so that they can make the most out of their country. Leadership starts all the way from school leadership. These leaders that we elect in campus are the same ones who we see running for seats in future.
Talk on behalf of other people who do this, but I have learned over a duration of time that there is that understanding that it might lead to something else, like leadership in the country in the future, which I also look up to. I just feel like for the black man to rule himself, there has to be a change of culture. Our culture does not allow us to do certain things. We already feel ourselves to be inferior to the white or person of a different race. But the question should be not how, whether we are ready, is whether we are destined to be able to change our mindset to understand that all men are created equal and that we can be able to view each other the same. I am hopeful that in the long run this will happen. We are having so many people marrying in biracial marriages, even ethnic. So before we even get to the issue of race, it should be the issue of ethnicity. But just the fact that happens nowadays and it's not news shows that we have a lot of hope in the future to have the black man believe in himself so much to be able to look at himself the same as a white person.
Reporting for The Zone, my name is Ann Kibe.
Several music genres, male artists have degraded women in their music lyrics and videos. This is fueled by the desire to dominate over women in the society.
Women have constantly been objectified and used as tools of sexual gratification to men in music videos. The functionalist theory, however, argues that misogyny in music serves to keep the industry in balance. Others, however, argue that it is the women who have accepted to be objectified and used as tools of sexual pleasure to men in music.
We are looking at these women and they're not children. These people are mature people who can make their own decisions, and as long as they've chosen to actually go on this music video and remove their clothes when the men are staying clothed, that's their decision. It's not for someone else to start saying, these guys are actually like treating these women badly. I don't think so. We grow up
as women, and we make our choices.
Men want to watch it slobbering. It's their own take on it, but I watched it for mainly the music, if you believe that.
How women are viewed in music videos reflects how they are perceived in real life.
Women have been used as objects of misuse in music. Maybe they have allowed themselves, maybe they are not aware. They need to think about how they package themselves in music, in the sense of scanty dressing, seditious dancing, and things that don't excite the community. This has made the community and the outside world to view women as cheap objects of misuse, and also they don't earn the respect that they deserve.
Joel Mena, I'm a performer with Le Band, singer and songwriter. How women are represented in the industry, I feel like women represent themselves in that they sing for themselves and they do this thing also on their own, just as men do it. And I feel like we all have equal roles.
The way to stop misogyny is by speaking about it. Reporting for The Zone, my name is Wambua Kioko.
From Tony's World Films.
Hello, I'm Justin Bieber, celebration expert. First, there was the high five. And then there was this. Grunk! From the spike, it evolved quickly. We got the shimmy, we got the shake, and the shimmy, shimmy, shake. Then there was T.O. We took it to the next level. That guy's got unlimited moves. And today, everyone wants things unlimited. Nice moves, kid.
I'm not done yet.
Say goodbye to limits. Introducing T-Mobile One. All unlimited, all in. Taxes and fees included.
Everyone loves unlimited. Post your moves now, and I'm gonna share my faves. Where did this guy come from? Look at him dance. Unlimited moves. This guy's got the shimmity sham sham shimmity shake right there.
Hi, what's popping? Emmanuel Musyoki over here, and this is The Zone, a fantastic show that comes in a very fantastic environment, and of course, yes, topics interesting that should be like this one of today, that you should not be missing it out. Something I'm holding on my hand, technology, phones. I wish you could see just a sample of it. Yeah, smartphones, of course. And the thing is that we kind of lost in this world of ours in terms of we don't socialize like we used to. Like, we get into our homes, our papas, our dads, our moms, our own phones, ourselves on phones, earphones. We like, in every part of us, we just have to use these phones. But why? You know, I kind of asked myself this thing, and that's why I decided that we're gonna talk about this topic today. And so the thing is that, so how is it helping us, or is it like trying to spoil us? Is it like maybe trying not to make us understand what used to be human and now to what it is? Because no, I find it very hard for me just to go and grab, like, jump into a matatu or maybe a city hopper like them days, you know. I just maybe feel like you got that Uber app on my phone now. Why not use Uber everywhere, you know? And also something else, you need to go to that restaurant, but you just don't pop into that restaurant like directly. You need to like go into the menu, check out that restaurant. Is it whatever, Steers, Galitos, talk about them all. No advertisements at all though. Okay, anyway, so we'll be discussing with people over here that how is this thing affecting us? Is it making us corrupt in our minds, or maybe is it trying to colonize our minds, or are we getting antisocial to the point of maybe the humanity part of being social is getting forgotten, abandoned completely? Or maybe is it making things like what used to be okay seem not okay? So I got very interesting people over here, and I'm going directly to one of people over here. She'll say her name and she'll tell us how it goes by. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to The Zone. And so we're discussing about this interesting topic about do you think that phones, technology especially, is making us antisocial as per se? Do you think so?
I personally think that phones are actually making people
antisocial because all the time people are on their phones, wherever, whenever. It's all the time. So no, there is no time for one-on-one or I to contact.
And the psychology says that people can be phone addicted.
Yeah.
Do you believe so?
Yeah, I believe so.
And speaking about that, are you one?
Yeah,
You are?
probably.
Oh, so bad. You had that.
Kelvin, and I'm here with some of my friends, and I want to ask them, or rather know their opinion on whether the black man is ready to rule himself. So,
Yeah, so I think the black man is ready to rule themselves because I think he's educated enough,
Right.
strong enough,
yeah.
and intelligent enough to rule themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the black man is ready to rule himself.
Right.
However, if he has to rule himself, he has to come up with solutions.
Yeah.
Because the African problems are quite unique, and we can't keep on relying on the West to give us solutions. We have to mind about our own and create them ourselves. We are really ready to rule ourselves. We just have to change the mentality.
Yeah, and there you have it.
That's all we had lined up for you in this season. I have been your host, McKenna Lillian.